I got two names for you, okay? And I know you're good at this, so you're gonna crush this, okay? The polar bear, you know, dialing
by the way,
nine.
you see the polar bear like block a couple balls at first base? I mean,
Please
he's
stop.
carrying some sweet leather around the bag, man. He's a tap dancer around the bag, and anyway,
He's Fred Astaire at first base.
He's
okay,
Fred
ready?
Astaire.
Here are the two names.
Go. It's a lot of pressure now.
Right. David Cole and Robert Clavelis. If you don't know, just say, listen, I never heard of these names in my life. Okay.
No, dude, no idea.
No, okay. Don't yell at me. I thought sometimes you know these things. Okay, they were the two C's. They were the two C's in C+C Music Factory. Okay. And the reason is because at around 2:00 today, the market was vulnerable. The Nasdaq actually went negative today, and then all of a sudden, like that, and I said, and that's that things that make you go, Oh,
is that CNC's? I thought CNC Music Factory was everybody dance now.
I believe they are. That song is. I believe they're the things that make you go hum too. If I'm not, listen, if I'm wrong, you can at me, but whatever.
You know what's making me go hum is why on a beautiful. I mean, like I feel like the weather is so nice. It's Technicolor, and I want to talk about Disney too. But there you are, you know, men in black, one again. I mean, it's a spring day, man. You're taking me down, bro.
Yeah.
Down.
No, maybe I have like rickets or something or scurvy when you have to suck on lemons or I don't.
That's scurvy, like our British friends.
Yeah, I think they used to get that when they were on the ships. You know, when they went across the Atlantic Ocean because there's such a length of time. You didn't have a lot
is that what happened to their
citrus.
teeth as well? Is that why they?
I'm not sure about that. I can't speak to their dental hygiene, but I can definitely speak to the lack of vitamin C in the form of fruits, which is why they would suck on lemons.
All right, so something at 2:00 today made you go, what was that?
So I'm like, what the hell happened? And then I didn't even know this. Apparently, because Tom, our crack producer, said to us before we started, he said, did you hear about the CDC lifting the mandate about masks? And it came out just around the same time the market turned. Thoughts on that? Because I think it's a big deal. I asked, does that mean I can actually cruise around without a mask? He said, yeah. I'm like, wow.
Well, by the way, you must have a black mask. Are you going like a black mask, like
black
a Lone Ranger? And
mask, yeah.
About like a Lone Ranger's mask with it.
With across the eyes so you don't see.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Let's not go there. I mean, look, it's been a strange week, interesting day because vol down 15% on the VIX, and yet if you looked at the stuff that's been under pressure, it's still under pressure. Yet the S&P is screaming, and you're right. I looked up at my screens at whenever at 1:30. I've been in a couple calls, and I said, "Wow, this could be an ugly close."
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is, Guy, why can't the market look through CDC mask or no mask? It doesn't matter. We're gonna open up. I mean, if you believe that the CDC is the one making the call on the global economy, I don't think so anymore.
Yeah.
So why are markets which are efficient so short-sighted or need to hear the CDC say this? People are getting out there, bro. It is spring, despite your black. Maybe you're going club, and maybe you're going limelight tonight.
You heavy broed me. What? And I'm with you. I like to think that the market's efficient, and I guess at a certain point it is. I also think so much of this, and I think you would agree, is driven by these machines that pick up words or phrases or whatever. And I'm telling you, I think it's as simple as that headline came out. It was picked up by the algorithms, and the markets ran on the back of that. You call me crazy, but maybe I am, but there's causality here without question.
So speaking of running, I've noticed that the Yankees don't steal a lot of bases anymore, and you guys don't really believe in small ball.
No.
But my Metsies don't either. And yet they go to Tampa to try to exercise your demons.
Are you talking about you went from Yankees to Mets back to the Yankees, who have now taken the first two in Tampa. Okay, continue.
I'm just saying, I mean, are the Mets going to be able to do to Tampa what the Yankees can't do? I don't know. I mean, the Mets are going on the road. So, I mean, well, look, I mean, what you mean
beat up their pitching staff.
Yes.
I mean, the Yankees. Listen, okay. So now it's interesting you bring that up, because if I flip this around and I started this, you would say to me, whether you win 1-0 or 13-2, it's all just one
It's all
win.
just a W. It's a W.
It's all just a W. But then you throw it on me and you're expecting me to give you some different answer. I'm just going to give you the same answer that you would have given me. A win is a win, Tim. And after 162, we add them up and see who has the most of them. And that's who gets into the playoffs. And right now, by the way, your Metsy 7 games over have the most in the National League East. I'm giving you big kudos, man.
Well, no, you're not really. And,
I am.
And you're upset about it, and it's okay, man. I mean, you see that we actually brought in the old scoreboard from the Shea Stadium days in the City Field.
Is there an old scoreboard from Shea? I mean,
well, we brought in the Apple. I know how much you love the Apple too.
Does it have? I was going to say, does it have things that, like, jump out and hit the sign, hit the ball, win a steak dinner? I mean, because that's such Bush League bullshit. The fact that you have to have it at Shea with your city bridge, which is just ridiculous. I mean, you're rolling your eyes. I'm right. I mean, certain stadiums have it, and it's part of the allure, like in Pittsburgh and stuff. I mean, just to add it. It's like a Las Vegas thing. It's literally like a Las Vegas, like New York, or Viva La France or something like that. Maybe the Mets. Maybe they should play in Vegas. I mean,
who's got an issue with Vegas, man? So look, speaking of the glitz, speaking of the bright lights, speaking of the studio, Disney reports after the bell, right?
Yes.
And the question is, are they a reopening stock, or are they actually, someone that benefited from the streaming and the greater eyeballs on their over-the-top Disney Plus? I mean, you name it. You can make a play both ways, and yet it seems as if actually the streaming business has been under a little bit of pressure. Anyway, I'm just curious what you think we're going to get.
Watch what I'm going to do here for you, okay? Because I gave you a really tough one to start, okay? And what you just described, okay? Think about what you just described.
Okay.
Is the title of a really bad Van Hagar song. Give it to me.
5150. I want the best of both worlds.
I knew you were going to come back strong there, and we didn't rehearse this. Let
me take you one farther. I think we need to play tonight when Bob Chapek is on the network on our show. We need to play "Come On, Bobby, Finish What You Started," because I want to hear what's happening. I think. First of all, I think Disney's going to consolidate in Hulu.
Isn't that from off of OU 812? Finish What You Started. I don't know. I'm not trying to one up you here. Just for some reason,
I don't know. But you're distracting me on the Disney conversation. It's always a lot easier for me to have a conversation on better frontman Hagar or David.
Not even close.
It's not close. It's not close. Although last night I did see the Muscle Shoals streaming on Netflix. You got to watch that, man. If you haven't seen Muscle Shoals, and as a guy whose Skinner boys make a reference to Muscle Shoals.
Sure they do. Of course they do. I mean, without question, the Muscle. I mean, yes. Dude, I mean, Skinner put them on the freaking map.
They have a great video of your boys on the way out playing Freebird, and it's not the live version that we know from One More From the Road or For the Road. Remember, it's crossed out.
Yes,
it's
I do.
Why did they do that? Do you think they fucked it up, or do you think
I don't think that. That's not what I think. I think it was done. I think they did it on purpose. Some great songs, by the way. The live version of Needle and a Spoon on that album is ridiculous.
Now, what were they talking about with a needle and a spoon?
We have 30 seconds left. You know exactly what they were talking about. I mean, they were talking about don't mess with the needle needle and the spoon. The spoon for you people out there that, been down that road. Don't mess with it. And that was that was a few different songs that Ronnie Van Zant wrote. His don't just say
put
no.
Them needles in your arm.
The other song being That Smell, which he wrote about Gary Rossington, who actually did drive his car into an oak tree. But we got to get out of here.
Dude, don't drive your car into an oak tree, man. I'll see you
tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.